So we're about to go out in a warm-up lap here at Barber. Looks like everybody's going to go out, so it's going to be really busy, but it's actually a real nice time to learn the track, warm up the car, and just get comfortable with the elevation changes and what to expect. So this is going to be a 30-minute session that's going to give us just a good warm-up. So looking forward to it. I'm excited. It's kind of cold, so we'll see what the grip looks like, but it should give us plenty of slow corners and just a slow set of laps to warm up. So just got done with the first session. Track is pretty fun. It's a lot of elevation changes. It's completely different than the ones that I'm really used to. It's a lot of blind uphills, blind downhills. You actually feel your stomach kind of like you feel in a roller coaster even as a driver, so you can definitely feel the difference. It's a fun track, not a whole lot of braking, so you're on the throttle, maintaining it, shifting up and down a lot more than some of the other tracks, or Coda, the one that I'm most familiar with. It's a lot of fun though, but hopefully I can shape some time. I did a 143 this last time. I think I probably have about 135 in it. You look skinny, bro.
Alright, this is good.
Yeah, so we had some tacos for lunch at a little Mexican truck up there. I didn't necessarily get nauseous, but I felt like I had to burp or had some air in my chest, and I ended up actually coming a little early because it was uncomfortable, and I just really didn't feel like I was 100%, so I came in early, just relaxed for a little while. So then I just did go out again, and that time was much better. Still not 100%. Overall, I feel just exhausted from the day more than anything. But yeah, it's a great day, perfect, beautiful weather, and you couldn't ask for a better track. And just the event in general is just well organized and a lot of nice, good drivers out there. With Ray, he was doing 134s, 33s all day. My best was at 139, so I went out with him to give me some pointers, and we picked up speed from through several of the corners. I'm still braking a little too hard on some of them, but he definitely gave me confidence, and just even some areas I was actually like on second gear and I needed to be on third. I think tomorrow hopefully I'll be able to piece it all together. 139 was the best we were able to do today, and hopefully the target tomorrow will be like a 135, but I'm happy with 140. New track, man, it's an amazing, exciting track. It's challenging, a lot of up and downs, a lot of blind up and downs, but it beats you up non-stop. It's a short track, man. It's just non-stop. The G-forces that you feel as a driver, it kind of makes it a little bit nauseous. So.
Yeah, I went out with Raphael about an hour and a half ago. I'm just now feeling back to 100%. Exactly like you said, a roller coaster. It's up and down. The track is just crazy. Movement at all times. Like, there's no long straights really. You only get up to, I think, like 125, 130 compared to Coda where you're like 165, 170. If you're not going up and down, you're going left and right. Definitely a tiring track. I couldn't do it passenger at least for 4 or 5 sessions. It'd be hard. So we'll come back tomorrow, probably hop back in, and we'll get better as we go.
So we're back here for day 2 of the Chin track days at Barber. Went early in the morning with Ray in his 12C. He was doing like 133s, 134s yesterday, which was one of the fastest times that we've clocked here the whole weekend. And so I actually went with him this morning, got a lot of pointers, saw where he was accelerating, braking, gave me some pointers on what gears to be on. And I actually then followed it up with myself and put a lot of the stuff to practice, and I did a 137. So that's 2 seconds faster than the fastest lap I did yesterday, and about 4 faster than what I was averaging. So a lot of good pointers from him. He's extremely really good driver and coach. So super excited to get back out there and see if I can even do better than 137. Yeah, I just got done with the second session of the day. Best lap so far. I did a bunch of them in the 137s, 138s, and I actually did a 136.46, which is about a whole second faster than the last session when it was the fastest. So still a bit of traffic, but the car's running well. The track is running really well. A lot of grip out there. So hopefully the rest of the day stays that way. Even though it's warming up a little bit, maybe won't have as much grip, but definitely happy to have a 136. I think 140. If I broke 140 this trip, I thought it was gonna be a pretty good run, and 136.5 is great. So I'm super excited. We're about to have lunch again. Try to figure out what to eat so I don't get heartburn again, because yesterday didn't sit so well. So we'll see what other options they have, but I may end up with tacos because tacos are my thing. I got done with lunch about an hour or so ago. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm about to go back out on my third session. I'm actually going to take Jim out for a ride. He's never been able to ride with me or anything, so we'll get to experience it and see how we do. Hopefully we can at least match or be sub 140. I'd be happy with that. So that's a wrap here at Barber Motorsports. We had a lot of fun. It was actually pretty cool to get out of the comfort zone, check out a different track. It was very challenging its own way, a lot of ups and downs like I mentioned. The cornering, the blind, the blind up and downs, and just the cars in general that were out here, pretty competitive field. We managed to get around through it pretty well, conquered some of the laps. We went and bypassed or passed a lot of cars, so overall it was pretty good. It was nice to actually test our skills in a track that we're not familiar with, particularly myself. Coming out to a new course or a new track was actually reassuring of the abilities that I have and just continue to develop those. So hopefully some of the things that I learned here and gutting it through some corners, some up and downs will come in handy with COTA and some of the other tracks that we're going to be traveling to. So it was a long trip here, 2-day trip. Tonight we're going to go have some nice dinner and get some rest, and then we're going to head to Houston tomorrow morning, and then just going to do a 12-hour drive basically getting back home. But as of now we're exhausted, super excited. It was a lot of fun, and glad to be taking the babies back in one piece. So we're in Mississippi on our way back home. We got about 8-9 hours to go. We just stopped real quick, just kind of recharge, stretch the legs a little bit. But we got a whole 8 hours to go. But it's worth the drive. The experience was awesome. So just looking forward to getting back home and seeing the family and stuff. But it was definitely a worthwhile going on a road trip with the guys. So we made it back to Houston, up here at Conroe, the Woodlands. 12-hour trip back, a little bit exhausted. Great event again. We had a lot of fun, learned a new track. Next event, I think, as a group is going to be end of April, April 30th, May 1st at COTA with Chin Track Days again. Same group that that we were with this weekend. And as you know, as we go forward, I'll start taking some of the other cars to the track and test driving those, or at least getting some experience on them. But for now, just happy to be home. Great experience. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notifications. Any comments or feedback is greatly appreciated. Tell your friends, tell your family. Just continue to show love to the channel, and we'll continue to put out great content for you guys.